Hey, this is Big G, or Gene, or Gino, or Dad, however you know me. This is lesson number 7, and I wanted to show you something real quick. I'm actually going to spend lesson 7 talking about something called support and resistance. And we're going to look at different cycles of a stock chart. But before I do that, I wanted to show you the screener here on FinViz. If you remember the last lesson, 6, we went to the screener and I was showing you how to look for different things on the screener. And if you recall, we were looking for average volume over 1 million and price under $30. And we looked for candlestick hammers, one of the things we did. And if you recall, there were only 2 hammers that was after last Thursday, February the 8th. Today is actually Sunday, right now, February the 11th. I just wanted to show you how many hammers showed up after Friday's day on the market. We went from 2 to 71. 71 stocks under the price of $30 with hammer candles. Just you know, the first one here, ABX, Barrick Gold Corporation. You see at the bottom of this downtrend, you've got that hammer candle, that nice long wick or tail, or some people call that a shadow, and the hammer there at the top. And what some people do, and don't do this tomorrow, I'm not telling you to go out and get a TD Ameritrade account and buy ABX. I'm not telling you that at all, but I'm just trying to give you an idea. When you see a hammer candle, you can watch it the next day, and if the price goes above the high of that day, which in this case was $13.20, you might want to buy it, and you'd place your stop order maybe just 1 penny below the tail, which the low was $12.60. So you might place your stop order at $12.59, and you're basically just risking the size of that candle when you buy this stock. Now later in the lessons we'll talk about how much do you risk and how to place stop orders and all that good stuff. But I really wanted to just show you how in just a day the candles can change. And so that's what we're doing there. There's old Donald Trump. But I wanted to spend this lesson talking about something called stock cycles and support and resistance. So let me open up my little highlighter thing here. And I've got a chart, just a fictional chart that I created. And I want you to see there's 4 different parts to this chart. There is the uptrend right here, where you get higher high, higher lows, higher high here, higher low here, higher high here, higher low here, higher high here. And then you see where the price just kind of stays in the same range for all. That's called consolidation. And then it goes in a downtrend. So you got lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then a low down here. And then you see where the price gets kind of erratic and just kind of crazy and unpredictable almost. That's called congestion. And when you see a stock in congestion mode, you just want to stay away from that. You want something that's rather orderly, and I don't like to use the word predictable, but something that's showing some nice tight pricing and something that's kind of has some momentum to it. So after the congestion phase, you see in this case, it went back down to consolidation. And then what would happen next is it's either going to go back up or go back down, but it'll stay in consolidation for a while. Another thing I wanted to show you is support and resistance. Support is just recent buying, buying at recent lows, and resistance is selling at recent highs. For example, in this case, we have a high right here was set after this uptrend. This is called a pullback. It pulls back a little bit, then price goes back up. It breaks through that recent high, goes up to this high. It pulls back to what was a resistance level, and now what was resistance has now become support, where that price is being supported here. Price goes back up, it breaks through that that high, and then it goes up a little bit, it pulls back, and it's supported at what was a resistance. So support, resistance. Support is the floor, you could say, the bottom. Resistance is the top. And then here we go from another high. We break through here. And then notice it goes to a high here, it pulls back, and then that consolidation just kind of rests on that support line right there. And then you got resistance right up here. The price breaks through, it goes in a downtrend, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, congestion, and then back to support level here, resistance level here, as it's in consolidation. Now let's look at some charts and see how this plays out in real life. So we go back in stock charts, we go to Facebook, and notice, let me show you something you can do on stock charts. I can't remember if this is part of the subscription or not, but you can go to annotate and it'll actually let you draw lines or boxes. In this case, I'm going to draw some boxes. You can see here on Facebook, you had some support there, you had some resistance there, it broke through to a new high, and then notice right around here, now support and resistance isn't a specific price, it's really more of a zone or an area, okay? But notice how many times price touches this area right here, just call it 166, just to make it a nice even number. Notice how that creates a support there. And then up here, we've got resistance all the way across. Even to last Friday, where it opened at that old high, how many times it touches that high? See how it's supported at this price, it's resisted at this price. People are buying down here at support, they're selling up here at resistance. Basically, people, they're buying Facebook and they say, hey, I bought it down here at 166. The high of Facebook, the historic high, is up here at say 175-ish, and they see it go to the all-time high again. They say, hey, it may not get any higher than that, I'm going to sell it. And they start selling it, and then it gets back down to this support level and people start buying it again until finally it breaks out a little bit, pulls back, breaks out again, and now Facebook is at an all-time high again at this point. And then notice just above that we've got more support, we've got a little resistance up here, this price. Just notice how many times prices hit that particular zone. So that's Facebook. Let's go to, there's one more. I'm trying to make this a little shorter than some of the previous videos. My plan was to make these 5 minutes or so, but it turns out they're longer than that, aren't they? Sorry about that. All right, this is Altabud. It actually used to be Yahoo. They were bought out or they changed the name, I'm not sure, but basically this is Yahoo. That's how you would know it. And Yahoo's down here where it was at a support level. I think this was when they were talking about the merger. A lot of times when two companies are projected to merge, the price kind of stabilizes for a while. And but you see we got resistance here, that price, it broke through here, and then notice support becomes over here, and then you've got another resistance line here, price hits this area 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 times, breaks through, support there, there's the new high, it goes above the new high a little bit there, and then we're back at support there, new high here, breaks through the new high there. Now we're up here, and prices kind of played resistance here a little bit, support here, breaks through here. Notice when it breaks through here, it pulls back to what? It pulls back to the old resistance, and the old resistance becomes support. Then it goes back up to a new high, pull back, and at this point, the last week or so, the market has gone down significantly. So I would project that what we're going to see in the next few weeks is that crazy congestion phase, where price is just trying to figure out where it's going to be. So maybe another crazy week or two in the market as they try to figure out what the prices ought to be for these stocks. So anyway, that's that. That is your quick lesson on stock cycles, uptrends, consolidation, downtrends, congestion, and then back to consolidation, and then support and resistance. So hope you learned a little something, and we'll see you next time.